Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'd like to share a part of my personal life with you guys, and I think the only way I can really do it is by discussing it as if I'm talking to a friend. And this video is about my temporal lobe epilepsy seizures or episodes and what they feel like to me, how I experience them. So for those of you who don't know, I was diagnosed with TLE a few years back. When I say a few, like a long time ago actually. I think it was around the year 2009 that my mom, the same year that my mom passed away. So I'm not going to go into detail about that history of mine because I have done videos about it. But what I will say is that I still get these episodes now and again. I've just learned how to deal with them without taking medication, because for those of you who really have been following my channel, you would know that I'm not a fan of chronic medication. I'm no longer taking prescription drugs for depression or anxiety or my temporal lobe epilepsy, and I have my reasons for it. So when discussing my seizures that I get, I don't like calling it a seizure because it doesn't feel like a seizure, if it makes any sense. The best way I can probably describe it is by comparing it to a daydream. Okay, so I can get these attacks at any time of day. Excuse me, I normally get it more when I'm experiencing tremendous stress. Okay, so when I'm going through a very stressful time, or I haven't been sleeping well, or I'm feeling anxious about a specific event, then I get these attacks often. I think it's something to do with the hormonal thing, but when I'm close to my period, I also get it more regularly. And I've heard that that actually does happen. Then the best way I can describe an oncoming attack or seizure is I feel it coming because I feel what they call an aura, but I don't really want to call it an aura as such, because I've heard that people with other forms of epilepsy have, they see flashing lights, they have hallucinations, they see things, they hear things, and I don't get any of that. Okay, so with me, I could just be sitting quietly, and then suddenly it's like my brain just switches off. It is literally like someone has taken a switch and just switched it off, and suddenly my brain is like closed off. Okay, so the best way I can describe it is by comparing it to someone sitting in a lecture or in a classroom, and what is being discussed is not of interest to that person, so they just switch off. They just stare out the window, find something interesting to look at, and they instantly start daydreaming. But I want to say that that type of daydreaming is more a conscious thing, where mine is like completely out of my control. So I could be sitting in a conversation, and really I could be paying attention to what is being said, and suddenly it's just like, boom. Am I awake or am I dreaming? Am I aware of what is going on around me? I don't know. Okay, so the truth is, during one of these seizures, the person does actually stay conscious and aware of what is going on around them, but they're not always able to respond. So people could be speaking to me, needing a response from me, wanting a response from me, and I just can't speak. I can't respond. I know what I want to say, but the words just don't want to come out. Okay, if that makes any sense. And then along with that, just before the actual attack happens, I feel a weird tingling sensation in my face. Okay, so it's like around the mouth area. And I have to add that I have left side temporal lobe epilepsy, so that means it affects the right side of my body. which is why during or more towards the end of my attacks, the right side of my face feels like it's melting. It is the weirdest feeling. It's almost like your face just starts hanging, drooping on the one side. And I must say, the first time I actually experienced that, I got so terrified because it felt like I was having a stroke or something. I mean, I don't know what having a stroke feels like, but I imagine it feels something like that. You know, one part of your face just being affected, and it's like it's almost paralyzed, and you have no control whatsoever of what is going on with your body. So, along with the daydreaming sensation and the numbness, the tingling of the face, I also then sometimes start drooling, which is kind of disgusting, but I mean, I can't help it. So I sometimes have the drooling going on, and then when the attack or seizure is really bad, I sometimes start shaking too. So I don't want to call it convulsing because it's not hectic. It's just like hectic trembling. It's not hectic, but it's hectic trembling. Okay, it's not my whole body shaking. It's almost like an inner trembling of some kind. I want to say it's like having the jitters, like an anxiety attack almost. It feels like an anxiety attack coming on, but it's so much more than that. Then, of course, I can't speak. It feels like my tongue just swells up in my mouth, and it feels like I can't breathe. My eyes sometimes start fluttering, and it feels like often my eyes are frozen. Like I've been told I can sit for moments without blinking at all, which is why my eyes then start watering, because if you don't blink for long periods of time, your eyes become really dry, and then they start watering, which makes me feel like I'm crying when I'm actually not crying. It's horrible. I shouldn't be laughing, but you know what? I try and see the light side of everything. All I can say is that having TL is not fun, and after an attack like that, I'm always exhausted. I'm tired out of my mind. I can't get anything done for the rest of the day. It's like I want to say a life-changing experience, and I've learned only recently how to deal with it properly, and I feel like the people around me don't know at all how to deal with it. But even though it's hard, I'm still not going back to the path of prescription drugs, because I've learned how to manage it by taking herbs such as alfalfa and just dealing with the whole process. It is scary, but being on the medication was much worse for me because it felt like my head was just going to explode at times, and it's a place that I'm not willing to go to ever again. But I just wanted to share with you guys basically how my attacks feel to me, maybe to spread some more awareness about the condition and to share a little bit of myself with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are well. Bye for now.